Why should we learn The Merchant of Venice? Racism, love, secrets, and loans are related to the story. The play strikes true to certain parts of the modern world as well as the time it was set and written, which was during the 1600s. It is compelling that Shakespeare was able to write about such things in a way that fit into the comical manner of the era. To a modern reader, it isn't so much comical, but instead a tragedy and something that shows all the things that are wrong with the world.
The themes of the play are anti-Semitism, which means anti-Jewish, and wealth over love and materialism.
The play starts with the greed for wealth and ends with true love. The story takes part when a merchant friend named Bassanio asks for help from merchant Antonio for some ducats, as it is a plan for him to marry a rich lady named Portia to repay back all the money he owed to Antonio.
To you, Antonio, I owe the most in money and in love. I have thought of a plan to pay everything I owe if you will but help me.
Say what I can do, and it shall be done.
In Belmont is a richly left lady, and from all quarters of the globe, renowned suitors come to woo her, not only because she is rich, but also because she is beautiful and good. She looked on me with such favor when last we met, that I feel sure that I should be able to win her away from all rivals for her love and had but the means to go to Belmont, where she lives.
But Antonio's wealth is on his ship, which is supposedly on the way to Venice.
All my fortunes are at the sea, and so I have no ready money. But luckily, my credit is good in Venice, and I will borrow you what you need.
Therefore, they met an old rich Jewish moneylender named Shylock and asked for a loan. Antonio treated Shylock harshly before this because of his Jewish religion.
Harshly as you have treated me, I would be friends with you and have your love. So I will lend you the money and charge you no interest. But just for fun, you shall sign a bond in which it shall be agreed that if you do not repay me in 3 months' time, then I shall have the right to a pound of your flesh to be cut from what part of your body I choose.
As a revenge, Shylock agreed, but Antonio must then sign a bond with him so that he could get the money in 3 months. If after 3 months and Antonio still did not give the money, Shylock then should get a pound of Antonio's flesh as a compensation.
No, you shall run no such risk for me.
Why? Fear not. My ships will be home a month before the time. I will sign the bond.
With the money, Bassanio went to Belmont and met Portia. He found that as he had to told Antonio, the rumor of her wealth and beauty had drawn to her suitors from far and near. But to all of them, Portia had but one reply. She would only accept that suitor who would pledge him to abide by the term of her father's will. These were conditions that frightened away many ardent wooers. For he who would win Portia's heart and hand had to guess which of the 3 caskets held her portrait. If he guessed right, then Portia would be his bride. If wrong, then he would bound by oath never to reveal which casket he chose, never to marry, and to go away at once. The caskets were of gold, silver, and lead. The Prince of Morocco, as brave as he was black, was among the first to submit to this test. He chose the gold casket, for he said neither base lead nor silver could contain her picture. He found inside the gold casket the likeness of what many men desire that, in the form of skull with a scroll inserted within its empty eyes. He read the message written on the scroll. All the glitters is not gold, glided tomes do not warm in fold. Defeated and grieving, he made a hasty exit. after him came the haughty Prince of Aragon, and saying, "Let me have what I deserve, surely I deserve the lady." Thus he chose the silver one, and found inside it a fool's head. The last came Bassanio, and Portia would have delayed him from making his choice from very fear of his choosing wrong, for she loved him dearly, even as he loved her.
But let me choose at once, for as I am, I live upon the rack. Mere outward show is to be despised. The world is still deceived with ornament, and so no gaudy gold or shining silver for me. I choose the lead casket. Joy be the consequence.
And opening it, he found fair Portia's portrait inside. And he turned her and asked if it were true that she was his. "Yes," said Portia, "I am yours, and this house is yours. And with them I give you this ring, from which you must never part." And Bassanio, saying that he could hardly speak for joy, found words to swear, and he would never part with the ring while he lived. Then, after marrying Portia, they heard that Antonio's ship had not come back yet after 3 months, and Antonio was not able to pay the loan. Bassanio quickly had to leave Belmont to go help his friend Antonio in court. In secret, Portia disguised as a licensed lawyer to help Bassanio to save Antonio's life.
Then, in noble words, she bade Shylock to have mercy. "I will have the pound of flesh."
But little, I am armed and well prepared.
Most righteous judge, a sentence, come prepare.
"Tarry a little. This bond gives you no right to Antonio's blood, only to his flesh. If you spill a drop of his blood, all your property will be forfeited to the state, such in the law."
Then I will take Bassanio's offer.
"No, you shall have nothing but your bond. Take your pound of flesh, but remember that if you take more or less, even by the weight of a hair, you will lose your property and your life."
Give me my 3,000 ducats that I lent him, and let him go.
Bassanio would have paid it to him. "No, he shall have nothing but his bond. You, a foreigner, have sought to take the life of a Venetian citizen, and thus, by the Venetian law, your life and goods are forfeited. Down, therefore, and beg mercy of the Duke." Thus were the table turned, and no mercy would have been shown to Shylock had it not been for Antonio, who was willing to forgive him. The moneylender had to forfeit half his fortune to the state, and had to settle the other half on his daughter's husband, and with this he had to be content. With Portia's intelligence, they managed to won the judgment over Shylock and save Antonio's life. After that, Antonio forgave Shylock for what he did, and also admitted that he was also wrong in treating him. As an appreciation, Bassanio gave Portia, that was still in disgust, the ring which Portia gave to him after they married. Before this, Bassanio had already vowed to Portia that he will never part with the ring. They went back to Belmont, where Portia scolded Bassanio for giving the ring to someone else. She then revealed that she was the lawyer that helped them before this. Portia forgave Bassanio. Bassanio was grateful that Portia was a kind and also diligent woman, but especially his own lovely wife.
Why should you choose the Merchant of Venice? The story is easy to understand. It is very well written and is not complicated. The theme of the story befits today's modern society, where a lot of people prioritize wealth over love, which makes the play relatable. The play takes on a very realistic setting and environment, and viewers can visualize that it takes place during the 1600th century. The play uses multiple literary techniques such as flashbacks, suspense, foreshadowing, and imagery, which is very suitable with what we are learning in our syllabus. It shows the importance of how intelligence can save people. It shows how from lack of respect, people can grow their hatred into a poisonous revenge that can destroy the other person's life. There is also a movie adaptation where students can watch to visualize the play. The play portrays multiple moral values such as
First, friendship and generosity. Antonio was generous to his friend Bassanio by lending him some financial help. Second, humbleness. Bassanio chose the casket made out from lead rather than gold or silver. Third, showing respect. Antonio did not respect and was being rude to Shylock. It caused Shylock to take revenge on him. Fourth, keeping promises. Antonio was ready and prepared to fulfill the bond he made with Shylock, even though it might kill him. Fifth, diligence. Portia used her intelligence to win the judgment between Antonio and Shylock, which then saved Antonio. Lastly, forgiving. Antonio forgave Shylock after he won the last judgment, although it might risk his life.
Here is a scene from the movie.
How do I know if I do choose the right?
The one of them contains my picture, Prince. If you choose that, then I'm yours withal.
Some God direct my judgment. Let me see. Huh? Who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. Must give. For what? For lead? Hazard for lead? This casket, my friends, threatens. Men who hazard all do it in hope of fair advantages. A golden mind stoops not to show up dross, eh? I'll then no give no hazard aught for lead, eh? What says the silver with her virgin hue? Who chooseth me shall gain as much as he deserve. Pause there, Morocco. And weigh thy value with an even hand. Huh? I do in birth deserve her, and in fortunes, and in graces, and in qualities of valor. But if I stray no further, but choose here. Who chooseth me will gain what many men desire. Huh? Why, that's the lady. All of the world desires her. From the four corners of the earth they come to kiss this shrine, this mortal breathing scent. Deliver me the key. Here do I choose, and thrive as I may.
There, take it, Prince. And if my form lie there, I am yours.
Oh, hell. What have we here? All that glistens is not gold. Often have you heard that told. Gilded tombs do worms enfold. Hear you well. Your suit is cold.
In conclusion, we think that this play is very interesting and suitable for our learning as it is not very hard to understand. It also portrays the sad reality of life.